Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This one is going to be quite different as we are we're reviewing some episodes of Cars on the Road. Season 1, the first season of Cars on the Road. I saw it the day it came out, and might I say, it was fantastic. Came out on, I think it was Disney Plus Day. And it was awesome. I loved seeing all the new adventures that Mater and McQueen got into. But there were other episodes that weren't it, and there were some episodes that were so fire. It was so great. So, we're going to get the bad ones out of the way. So, we're starting off with, well, actually, it's a spoiler warning because, obviously, it's a new series, so I don't want to spoil anyone who hasn't seen it, so pause the video real quick, go watch every single episode, and then come back. As much as I'd like you to sit here and watch this video, I can't have you be getting spoiled. I just can't. So, I'll just let you go, watch it real quick, come back, and then we'll get on with the video. But anyways, we're going to start off with number 9. Oh yeah. So number 9 I thought was The Legend. It was a Bigfoot spin-off where Mater and McQueen stumble upon these campers that are looking for Bigfoot, which I don't know, the whole plot of that seemed kind of weird to me. And then they introduced a new character who should go along with them on their adventure, who only lasted a whole episode. Other than this one. It was a monster truck character, and then she was gone the next episode. Basically, just was we're getting rid of the character, so bye bye. So that's how I put in the next spot, 8th place, that episode. It's called Showtime. Showtime. It was more charming than I'd say the other episode, the Bigfoot episode, because it was just McQueen freaking out over all these clown cars all over the place because they go to a carnival, and Mater really enjoys it. The monster truck character really enjoys it. The monster truck character enjoys it so much that she decides to stay with the carnival. So she's basically gone. I think she comes back in another episode, but yeah. But I guess I did forget to mention the reason that the monster truck character is introduced in the Bigfoot episode is because the monster truck character is Bigfoot. Get it? Big feet, big tires. I thought it was a pretty clever pun. Now we're on to number 7. Number 7 I thought was Road Rumblers. This one is just about there's a turf war going on in this place that Lightning and Mater visit, and I guess it's just a Mad Max spoof, a Mad Max Fury Road. I haven't seen the movie. It looks similar in style, so I just thought it was a little reference. It was actually a really fun episode. It was just I don't know. The ending was really cool. There's nothing wrong with this episode. Actually, there's nothing wrong with any of the episodes. These are just the episodes I didn't like the most. I think after this one, I genuinely saw nothing wrong with any of these. Actually, I don't even see anything wrong with this episode. They're all great. After this episode, we have number 6. Getting Hitched. So this was the conclusion of the whole series. So this was the final episode. Why did I put it at 6? I don't even know. It was just there's some other better ones basically, but I actually really like this one for the reason that it has crews in it, and basically it's a good episode. They basically didn't pull a Cars 3 and pretend like the last movie didn't happen. No, they're fully acknowledging that Cruz Ramirez is a character, which is great. That should happen. I don't know why they're pretending like Cars 2 didn't happen. Cars 2 is a great movie. I don't know why people hate on it so much. It's great. And then Cars was we're gonna pretend this never happened. But it did happen, and Cars 3 happened, and they have that character, Cruz Ramirez, a prominent character. Well, not very prominent. She's prominent in this episode because her brother, I think, is getting married to Mater's sister, which basically makes Mater and Crew's family, which I thought was like, whoa, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to number 5. All right. The music didn't work for that one, but we're all right. So this one is B Movie, not to be confused with The B Movie, starring Jerry Seinfeld as Barry B. Benson. This one was actually a really good one, in my opinion. It was like Lightning McQueen, like, and Mater stumble upon like this set for like this movie, this alien movie that's happening, and they're like, and Lightning McQueen's like, "Whoa, this is so cool," and then Lightning McQueen was like, "Man, I really want to act," and then they're like, "No, I think he just says hi," and then they're like, "Whoa, we need a guest star, and you're the Lightning McQueen," and then Lightning McQueen starts to guest star, but he's terrible at acting, and then Mater chimes in, and he's like, "What if you did a line that was like," and then he basically becomes the star of the show. Mater basically, like, he starts off as like a side character, like, no, he doesn't even, he starts off as not in the show, just feeding McQueen lines or something, or feeding the director's lines, but then they're like, "We love this guy, get him in the show." He's in the show, and then they just escalate from there. They get him to play like lead roles, at like important major roles in the movie, and then they like completely change the movie, and then they're all like, until I think Mater drops out, you know. But this one was actually kind of like, this one was kind of more about Mater, because it was like Mater. It was a really sad line that Mater said. He was like, Mater was like, "You're good at everything, McQueen. I just want to have something that I'm really good at," which he thought was acting. So I just thought that was like a really cool episode, really deep episode. That one part specifically. But we're gonna move on to number 4. Oh my gosh, the music isn't even working for any of these. But anyways, we're moving on to number 4, and we got Dino Park. Dino Park, I actually had no problem with this one. This one was actually a really good one, because it was like Lightning and Mater. This was the first episode. Lightning and Mater go to like they're on their road trip, and they stop by this Dino Park, and then they're like learning, right, along with this like elementary school class, and then like Mater's like daydreaming, and he's dreaming that Mater, or not Mater, Lightning McQueen just like almost gonna get like clobbered by this giant T-Rex car. I forgot what its name is, but it's like gonna get like chomped by it, and then Mater just swings in with like tow cable, and he just goes, gets McQueen out, saves the day, and it's so epic. Like, you gotta watch this episode. It's too good. Anyways, moving on, we got number 3. The music, I think it just decided to quit. But that's number 3. It's Salt Fever. Now, this one was actually one of the best ones. Like, this is where the show starts to pick up. Salt Fever, so it was like, basically, Lightning and Mater, like, stumble on this, like, I don't know what this, like, type of racing is called, but they're, like, cars getting pushed, and then they're just, like, jet-propelled cars just go, like, at speeds of 500 miles per hour. Mater, I think, like, just went super fast, because he was, like, he wants to be a racer just like McQueen, so he raced, like, he got upgraded, he turned into like one of those types of cars, and he got upgraded, he started just blasting, you know, and then basically every time they like boost the cars, they're like, "Watch out for the speed demon," and then like Mater was like, "What's the speed demon? Like, this is, you guys are a bunch of noobs, I'm not scared of no speed demon." And then he goes and he meets the speed demon because he goes too fast, and then so Mater dies, right? He watches his like living body start to die as a soul, and then the speed demon is an angel who's like, "All right, come with me." But then Mater's like, "No, I'm not gonna come with you." And then Mater just like, so basically what he does is, Mater's body is floating there, right? Mater's like, "How do I get back in my body? I need to say bye to my friend McQueen." He opens his car door, and then his soul just goes into the car door, and then he's alive again. It was crazy. And then he doesn't even have to say bye to McQueen, because he's like, he's alive and stuff. So yeah. And then now we're on to number 2, which was a really good one, which was Lights Out. Lights Out was actually really good. It was like a haunted house, like thriller horror movie, and there was like this scene where it was like a whole Shining reference. It was like there was, you know how there's red rum written on the wall in The Shining, and like there's twins and stuff. In this one, there's like two twin cars, and then Lightning McQueen sees a race car written on the wall because it's like race car backwards is race car. I don't even know. It was just so random. And then he's like like driving, right? And then he sees this elevator, and then the elevator just leaks antifreeze, like that like blood elevator scene in The Shining. It was just a great episode. It was just episode 2 too. It was like, it was awesome. And then number 1 is none other than Trucks. So Trucks is not, it doesn't have any story to it. It's just a musical, and it's just a musical about about trucks. And Mater the whole time before the musical like really starts, like Mater and McQueen like stop at a truck stop, like, or a gas station for trucks, and which is a truck stop. But anyways, it's like a 7-Eleven. So look, McQueen is like, I gotta go to the bathroom or something. I don't even know. And then he goes into the 7-Eleven type thing, and then he's like going in there and he's shopping or whatever. And then Mater is out there with the trucks, and the trucks just start like singing, like, you know, they're starting to like we recognize you as one of us, and then they're like singing a song about being a truck, you know. And it was so fun. That episode was so fun. You have to sing along with it. It's like, also the animation for that is so cool. You get a glimpse of it in the trailer. It looks so cool. But yeah, you need to watch it. It's like a whole experience watching that episode. But after that, it's the end. Subscribe. If this video gets 3 likes, I'll sing the opening intro of Cars on the Road. And if you don't subscribe, I'll cry. And if you subscribe, you'll get good luck for 50,000 years.